All right, everybody, how we doing? Ooh, continuing on with our George Strait Thursday. I got a car. Now, I cannot do the original video to this. Not gonna happen. Unfortunately. But that's all right, because we got one pulled up here that I believe we can do. So, if it's your first time with us, welcome to the channel. We are glad to have you, glad to know you. Please feel free to let us know what we need to do next down in the comments, and we will get to it as soon as we possibly can. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, it doesn't have to be George Strait. It's all requests here for everybody to know about. So, let's get into George Strait. I got a car. I'm looking forward to this. The last one was really good. Check yes or no. Go back, check that out. I'll leave George's playlist right up here, so everybody can see what we have and haven't done, and you let me know what we're doing next, all right? But right now, well, let's get into it. This is George Strait. I got a car. Let's go.
She was leaning on a rail in a cotton dress, summer tan, pretty little perfect mess, with a story that could only be anybody's guess. And I was thinking that I probably didn't stand a chance, but I rolled up my sleeves, walked up and I said, hey, no, I don't know you, but it kinda like a shot. She said, I saw you coming over, I already thought it over and okay. So now what? And I said, well, I got a car. She said, there's something, at least it's a start. I said, it's better than nothing. I ain't in no hurry, but I'm ready when you are.
Okay, another good story. I like the fact that he tells a story in his music, right? And that's always a good thing. I said it in the last video we just did. We don't get enough of that in American music today. We don't get good stories anymore. We just get, a lot of rambling, for the most part. Not always. We do get a few, but it's not like it used to be. Yeah. Got a good groove to the song. I like the way it's rolling. I like George's voice. He's got a great voice. So let's go.
No hurry, but I'm ready when you are. She said, where do you think all this is going? I said, there ain't no way of knowing. I guess I hadn't thought it through that far. But I got a car. So we let the wheels turn and the windows down. We let ourselves go all the way through town. She never said stop, and I never asked her why. We drove into the night when out of nowhere. She said I'd give anything to never go back there, and I kinda wish this day would never end. She said I could use a change, but I don't even know where to begin. And I said,
Yeah, we've all been there too, huh? Place where we didn't really want to be, just get in the car and go. Yeah, been there. Didn't get in the car though, I got on a bus. Many, many years ago. And headed straight to Houston, Texas. Well, actually, first I got on a plane and went to Fort Benning, Georgia. And then went back to Minneapolis for just a short little bit and then headed to Texas. So, yeah. Been there. Done that. Great story. Like it. Let's go.
well, I got a car. She said there's something, at least it's a start. I said it's better than nothing. I ain't in no hurry, but I'm ready when you are. She said, where do you think all this is going? I said there ain't no way of knowing. I really hadn't thought stars. But I got a car. We got lost in the miles, lost track of the days, till we finally found a stopping place when the doctor said, you know what's on the way. And we found ourselves in a little white house one Sunday morning, rain pouring down. She said, I think it's time, but all the lines are out. And her eyes teared up as she said, what are we gonna do now? And I said, well, I got a car. She said, there's something you think it'll start. I said, it's already running, got your things in the back, and I'm ready when you are. She said, are you sure it'll get us where we're going? I said, if there's one thing I know, girl, it's gotten us this far.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Got a good car, there's nothing like it, right? When you know you can crank it up and go. Car, truck, whatever it is. You know you can crank it up and go. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's gotten us this far. And I don't mean to hurry, but I'm ready when you are.
Good story in that one. It's a good story, good song. Yeah, I like that one. Y'all want to hear more from George? You let me know. And of course, we will get that done just as soon as we can possibly do it. And if you want to get it moved straight up to the top, listen, everybody. That's all down in the description. There's a list down there that tells you exactly how. We've got the shop down there. We've got the Patreon. We've got buy me a coffee. You can buy me a cup of coffee, my favorite drink. And I'll be glad to have that while we do your request. And, or, of course, we've got the PayPal down there as well. All right? So, thank y'all for being with us. I hope y'all have an absolutely fantastic day. We got one more from George coming up. Y'all stick around. I'll be back with that here in a bit. We are out.